squad and tell him he saw how heavily he balls. Every project, every seashore.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Panthers going up against the Broncos. With that, I'm proud to introduce our new Madden broadcast team for 2016. Making their regular season debut, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2016 between the Carolina Panthers. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. And the Denver Broncos. And tough starting field position here.
All right, here we go.
Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now Lynch on first down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's second down. Here's the offense, and you got to talk about the guy that they nicknamed Bebe, Charles Demaryius Thomas.
You worry about him catching the ball, but you worry more about what he does after the catch. Big, strong, physical. He makes plays downfield.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
C.J. Anderson may not be a Pro Bowl runner, but he knows how to run big in big games.
Yeah, he sort of sealed the Super Bowl for them in the 4th quarter. Big game against the Patriots last year on a Monday night, but only 720 yards all told in 2015.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
On third down, Lynch. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even add a little extra at the end.
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a team that...
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The fumble, but they're able to maintain possession. Now it's second down. In the backfield is Anderson. And now Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now a first down following that long gain.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And this is Latimer, complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way. He'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Lynch to throw. And he gets it complete to Latimer. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lynch. And Latimer's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They run. Anderson trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run it again with Anderson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw is Lynch. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now they send a man in motion right. On 2nd down, Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Caught left side by Funchess. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
Now in his 9th year, here's Jonathan Stewart. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Have they come up with a nickname for just Jonathan Stewart? Remember when it was double trouble when he's running with D'Angelo Williams in Carolina? But boy, what a year he had in 2015.
Yeah, it was just 11 yards shy of 1,000, so close, but kind of stepped out of that shadow, didn't he?
Certainly did, and gave the Panthers a real identity running the ball.
Now it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal. Defense with their backs. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short, and this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on 1st. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's Newton now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Newton to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain night, and it's a good one. Now Sanders. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, it's Lynch. And there's a flag on the field.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
10-yard penalty there on 1st down, so now 1st and 20.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Watch him now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Set. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On second down, here's Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Play fake to Hillman. Now Lynch. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Cody Latimer, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
To throw on second down is Newton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The reigning Super Bowl MVP, Von Miller, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on third down after that sack. Third and long, it's Newton. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Denver right after this. Here's Mike Cyphers now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So the Broncos coming out now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 73 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And chalk that up as the first touchdown pass of the career of Paxton Lynch, the former Memphis Tiger.
And what a great journey for him. From Deltona, Florida, to West Tennessee for college, and then on to the NFL. That's his first touchdown pass. I don't think it's going to be close to his last. This guy has a lot of talent. Long-levered guy, one of the taller quarterbacks you'll see, but terrific footwork to complement it.
First down, it's Newton. And that is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Newton. His throw incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. Airing it deep for Fowler. He's got him in. Complete. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game.
A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. On 2nd down, Lynch. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And his throw is incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Watch 14, watch 14. Gun! Watch it now, Barney.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders from 8 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10. Newton again. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Newton on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now, we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here we go now.
On second down, here's Lynch. And he gets it complete to Latimer. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Let's go. All right, now, look at 56.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Lynch. And this is Latimer, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Look at 56. Look, Detroit.
In the backfield is Anderson.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
And he'll get it up the middle. Penalty marker is down here. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Watch left. Stop right there. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's a first down for the Broncos. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a start.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And got his man complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, 94 yards. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. So from back deep in their own territory all the way into the end zone, do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. And some real confusion here. They won't even get to the line. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now it's Lynch. A dump off to Anderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.